Greetings to the class cohort number 4 of Green Mountain College Masters of Sustainable Food Systems program. This is Grace Gershuni. I will be your guide for your first course. That would be Contemporary Food Systems, MSFS 5010. And here we go. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about me, and I'll look forward to reading and viewing your posts about you. While I'm talking to you, I'm sitting on my deck on this gorgeous early fall, well, it's not quite fall yet, day. It's September 17th, the first day of our class together. And I am multitasking, of course. I am shelling beans that I picked yesterday, which I'm going to put in a soup that's cooking on the stove right now. And I picked a lot of stuff yesterday because we had a frost warning, the first one of the season. So I was scurrying around trying to get ready for this class, trying to finish grading the last class I taught, which was 5040, and I hope I will see many of you in that course soon. And so I protected things from the frost, and I picked a lot of things, and you'll see some pictures of what I picked and what's still out there. It didn't turn out to be a very heavy frost, which is nice. There's still some good growing weather ahead of us, good ripening weather. But I'm not going to talk to you too much about what you're seeing. I will put some captions on the pictures, but instead, let's go right into a little bit more about my educational philosophy and my own passions in this work that we're all embarked on, and that is really changing the food system to become more sustainable. And that word is a tricky one, as I'm sure you all know. We're going to explore some of its meanings and some of the many different viewpoints about what it means. A little bit about my approach. I come from a background of progressive education, and one in which there's lifelong learning is the goal, and one that's very student-centered and very much meeting people where they're at. So wherever you're at, I will try to meet you where that is, and try to make it as much fun as possible in the process. I really believe very strongly that in order to learn and in order to really grow as a person, you have to be having fun. So that's that piece of the philosophy. I really value my relationships with students. My background has really been more in working one-on-one with students in a distance education program, and so I'm used to giving lots of attention. I can't give as much attention to 14 or 15 of you as I would like, but I will do my darndest to be available when you need me and to participate in these conversations as much as possible. And I will post some of these little audio slideshows that I've been getting into making on a regular basis. And the thing that's most important to me, my goals for what I want you to get out of this, is to deepen your critical thinking skills, your ability to discern fact from non-fact, or bleep from shinola, as they say. It's important to me that you get facts straight, that you really get into understanding the nuances of controversial subjects, and and recognizing what is a valid argument versus what is a little bit suspect or not quite so valid. Um, and it's also important to me that you learn to write well. And writing is important to me. It's important to the world that you learn to communicate really clearly what you're saying, what you know, and communicating is also a matter of paying attention and learning what other people are saying and being both critical and appreciative of really good insights. So that's kind of the what I am looking for here, Rap. Please do make an effort to improve your writing if you're having problems with sentence structure and grammar, and for goodness sakes, don't try to sound like a bureaucrat in anything that you write for me, because I will not like it. Um, so my passion and where I've spent really my entire professional career is in the organic world, um, in one way or another. And I talk about the organic revolution, and I consider myself to be a revolutionary. And you might want to check out the Institute for Social Ecology when you get a chance, because that's really what my intellectual home is, and where a lot of the thinking that I do has developed. And the organic movement is really where the good food movement began. Organic has gotten a lot of bad raps lately, some of it deserved and some of it not. But you should keep in mind that you need to go beyond organic. Organic isn't enough. The food system needs to be changed way more. But don't forget where it came from, and don't forget that even organic, which is not enough, is a good step in the right direction. Um, Sometimes I like to talk about the virus theory of social change, which is one of the things I had in mind when I agreed to go work for USDA to help create the organic standards that many people don't like. Um, and the virus theory is this: rather than trying to attack the food system head on, what we do is we change the food system through people's stomachs. We change society in general through the food system. And to me, that's what the project really is about, is political and social change, beginning with people realizing that the food that they eat, that they depend on for their very sustenance, is being corrupted in ways that go way beyond healthfulness or even accessibility. So that's where I'm coming from. The virus theory says, rather than trying to attack, let's disguise ourselves as food and make the system take us in, accept us, and then we move into the center of power where the DNA resides and take it over. Isn't that what a virus does? Shouldn't we be trying to do that? There's a diversity of strategies for getting there too, and I don't really hold with any particular ideology about what is the correct way to affect this change. Every different kind of approach is needed. We have to push this vast amoeba called the food system up a hill. Sometimes it slides back down, and sometimes it oozes around into a different shape despite our best efforts. But There's no black and white choice. There's no either or decision. We need many paths and many strategies, and it's up to you in the course of your path and your professional life and your circumstances to find your own path and method and best approach that works for you, that meets your passion, and go for it. So on that level, let the journey begin, let the fun begin. Always have fun with it. Always remember that you can call on me if you have questions or concerns of any kind. Make an appointment by email and we'll talk. So we'll see you soon.